Hello and welcome to another video on auction e-commerce. Now, in this series, we're covering three main points in these videos. The first point that we're covering is the exact feature that this video is going into. We're going to get into the definition, some of the different variations of this feature, some of the benefits, and then we're going to go right into real world examples. That's going to be the second area we're going to cover here. And we're going to look at some of the different in the wild examples of using this feature in a real website. And then finally, we're going to wrap up by talking about some of the permutations that you may see that may be beneficial for your business. Now, this is going to depend, of course, on your specific scenario, but we want to at least bullet out some potential areas where you might be able to adjust and fine tune this feature. Finally, I want to encourage you to stay tuned till the end of this video. We have some amazing free resources that we put together for you so that you can take advantage of moving into the next steps with your auction e-commerce platform. Okay, with that said, folks, let's dive in. Auction e-commerce software would not be complete without bids. Bids are what really drive everything. They're the atomic level increment of people interacting with the seller's items and with each auction in your platform. Now, bids are really, really important because ultimately the winning bid has a legal obligation, and sometimes your system may be audited, or you may at least want to verify the veracity of each of the bids and the bids going through your system overall. The sellers may bring this to question, and ultimately you just need to be able to make sure that your bid logging and your ability to show the sellers and, if needed, any kind of auditing process, that these bids were authentic, they were valid, they were actual external buyers that were verified, these kind of things. So ultimately, the bidding system is absolutely critical for the credibility and for the livelihood of your auction platform system. The other thing is, are you dealing with any kind of verification challenge with your bidding? Most of our auction software clients will set up some kind of pre-approval process or some kind of verification where maybe a small transaction has to be processed, or a pre-authorization where we are holding funds available, but we're not necessarily actually processing the funds out of someone's account. These type of things, or an escrow amount, a deposit, depends on the level of bidding and the dollar amount that's going on. But ultimately, these are considerations for you before somebody actually goes ahead and creates bids. Now, the other thing that we want to be able to do is, throughout the system, we want to be able to show the buyers and the sellers a de-identified set of bid history. So it's really important that throughout the data itself within the platform, we have the ability to tie the bids to different views for both buyers and sellers. And then whenever we're looking at the actual seller side of things, they should be able to go in and see what the bids were on a particular auction and be able to see different details as it pertains to your business, so that we can see information around what the auction was, what the item was, if there's a group of items within an auction, what the big close was, possibly a date and time, and nuance around that, depending on how many bids are going to be going through at the exact time of the closing of the auction, a max bid and current bid, and then who the bidder was, depending again how your system works and what detail you want the sellers to have. We may need to anonymize this somehow and make sure that they can't get in touch with the buyers. I mean, think about it. There could be some sellers who are going to try to take advantage of the top 10 or top 20 bidders that are going after their items in the platform, and get in touch with them outside of the platform. So do you want to de-identify or anonymize their contact information or the name of the bidders, and then being able to drill down into detail on the bids? Now, ultimately, bids themselves are just a part of the process, but depending on the type of bid and whether or not it was automated, or whether or not it was conducted by an individual on a mobile app or a tablet app or in the desktop app, these may be things that you want to show. We may also want to use this data to perform a basic guideline or criteria for different categories, subcategories, and guidance for different affiliates based on the category, subcategory that their auctions are in, and what a normal volume of bids might be for really successful auctions versus less successful auctions. And so this might be something that you can leverage this bid data for, again, in some of the different various reports that we're going to be showing to the sellers. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Now we're going to conclude by talking about some next steps of complementary resources that may be helpful to you as well. Thanks for watching this video on auction e-commerce. This is a series of videos, and we want to encourage you that you're welcome to take a look at the additional features and functionalities as you see fit, and may be a good area for you to understand more. You can take a look at the detailed next video in this series by clicking the link that we've provided. We also have a set of links to all of the different videos in a playlist that you can take a look at. We've also compressed the videos into a single overall video. And if you would like, we've put together a free resource guide and checklist on auction e-commerce. One of the other things that we love to do at Clarity is provide you with complimentary guidance with some of our technical experts. So if you're interested in this, we call this a complimentary discovery, and you're welcome to go to our website, link below in the description, and go ahead and get that free complimentary discovery. We just want to say thank you again so much for watching this video and for being fans and subscribers. If you would, we would love it if you would do some auction with the like button and go ahead and hit the winning bid on the like button. All jokes aside, we really appreciate you guys watching. Hope you have a great rest of the day, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks again.